This message is sponsored by the Florida A&M University Medical Marijuana Education and Research Initiative, the Florida Association of Broadcasters, and this radio station.
Are you curious about marijuana? Florida A&M University established the Medical Marijuana Education and Research Initiative, also known as MARY, to educate the public about medical marijuana use as well as the detrimental health and social impacts of unlawful marijuana use on local communities. Find out more at mmeri.famu.edu.
Happy Thanksgiving to you.
From the FM Money Talk Radio Network, WWNN.
Happy Thanksgiving to you.
This program is furnished by amp2tv.square.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Amp2.tv presents Tell Us Your Business, where you're invited on the air to tell us what makes your business stand out in the community. It's important we hear from you to tell us all we need to know about what you do best. Tell Us Your Business uses the latest radio and television production systems, and all shows can be seen on amp2.tv. If you have a question for our guest, call 888-565-1470. Now, let's get ready as our guest hits the airwaves and informs us about what we need to know on Tell Us Your Business.
And welcome to Tell Us Your Biz. It is after hours of the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Tell Us Your Biz live on WWNN Radio, 95.3 FM, 96.9 FM, and 1470 AM. Give us a call. Say hi to Janice. She's running our board tonight. So, hey, Janice, thanks for filling in for us. 888-565-1470. Say hi to Janice, Freddie.
Hello. You know, I can never open because you have me doing all the buttons over here.
It's called production.
I know, but I'm doing all the buttons. And then you say, oh, you open. No, you open.
You open. You.
Tonight we are back at Tell Us Your Biz.
Getting ready for Thanksgiving. It's a big week ahead.
For Thanksgiving.
I know. If you stop eating now, maybe you won't get overstuffed on Thursday. That doesn't work, though, ever.
I plan on not eating all tomorrow.
You haven't eaten today, so I guess
I'm not eating again.
You're going to be like a squirrel on Thursday, a bear,
Thursday,
hibernation.
I'm gonna be ready to rock.
You ate nothing today. I know.
You ate like 4 slices of pizza.
4, 2, 3. I don't know. It was my fit food pizza because, it goes back to me not really having food. Pseudo pizza.
Tonight we have a special friend in here because we've been talking about amplify
your impact.
Your impact. Bring your business to the next level. And a friend that we have in here that we met from the Kenny Love Show.
Friday we met a friend of Kenny Love on the show, and of course her name is Dawn. So we've got Dawn Krieger joining us today. She is a social media host, formerly with WSBH Radio down in Miami. So exciting to have another radio host with us.
I know, because at least she knows where to look, what to say, where to act, and the whole nine.
She knows.
I won't forget Dawn's name.
I know, that's what makes it kind of easy.
No, you know what the shocking thing is? Dawn did a show at a studio that we were at. There were 8 Dawns. 8. Remember that?
I like today, you said to me, what's the name of our guest for tonight? And I said, Dawn. And he looked at me. He says, really? I'm like, yeah, there are some of us. There must have been a lot of Dawns in Florida back in the day because we're close in age. So we're all about, must have been a name back in the day.
I met more up here than I have more in Miami Beach where I'm from. I know like 11 Dawns up here. I didn't know any until I was like 26.
Wow. Tomorrow we got Dawn DeBook coming also. So there's a few of us. She's supposed to be.
What about the other Dawn?
The one who just got married? I don't think she's come. I invited her, though. More Dawns.
We're everywhere.
So welcome to WWNN.
Thank you for having me.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Happy Thanksgiving week. We hope you're having a nice time with family and friends, getting ready for, it's been a couple years since people have been opened up, getting ready to travel, do what they do, and love their family. So everyone be safe and enjoy your family and friends. And while we're doing that, we're going to talk to Dawn, see what it's like on the other side. You also brought us, this beautiful scented vanilla perfume.
Yes.
So welcome. Tell us what you do right now.
Thank you. Social media hosting. I highlight the uniqueness of people's businesses, anything from restaurants to clothing to car dealerships. my show is a show in itself. I know who I'm filming in the next day, but I don't know what I'm going to say till the day I film. So you never know what I'm going to say.
What's the name of your show?
It was What's Up in Miami Beach. It was What's New and You in 2019. I don't know what I'm going to call it in 2021. Who knows? Could be a new dawn. We're everywhere.
A new dawn.
It's like the stenograph we have in the studio that the artist painted for me.
More migraines.
I know. There's just more of us.
So you basically talk to businesses and you highlight what they do. How does it work? What do you do?
Well, to me, every business has a story. And I pull out what's unique about it because everybody offers something differently. And then I film it on the spot. Sometimes the owners want to be on camera. Sometimes I just pan them. So people, when they see them, they walk in. It's an icebreaker. But how I created it was when I was doing radio for WSBH, I was told I have a face for radio. I didn't think that was funny either, that I should do television. So I got into television with Gold Coast Cable. And the show was really, really successful because I made it very real. I would literally see people walking out with shopping bags going 1, 2, 3, and I said, that's not going to make me go in that store. So I try to highlight things that would entice people to come in. Things you would never know by walking by their store what they have to offer. So I try to keep it very natural and real.
So what are some of the top things right now, because business has changed, we talk about that all the time, how to amplify your impact in business. What would say 3 top things that you would look for when promoting a store to get people intrigued to come inside?
Price, number 1, definitely. And right now, production, because of Corona, there's a shortage on high-end bags. Louis Vuitton only allows 1 purse per customer. So I would say price, availability, cash and carry kind of thing. And the third thing is you have to be different this day and age. There's so many discounters around that you really have to know your goods. So if you have something that nobody has and it's pricey, you'll do well with it.
And it's the value of the goods.
Right.
So people can call you and you'll host, and what you had said is you'll go to, say, a strip center.
Right.
And you'll go store to store to store and you'll package it and put it together.
Right. The first show I did was in a strip, well, it wasn't a strip mall, it's called the Waterways in North Miami. I did 23 stores in one day.
Oh, I remember the Waterways back in the day.
Yeah.
It was a whole lot of fun.
I did from Judaica to the Unicorn Boutique to, what else was there? Mario Pucci is now
But
from
what
Boca.
did you do? Did you do an interview or did you do a show? Because
Both.
Okay.
It was both.
23 in a day.
Yeah.
Sounds like a whole lot of work.
I felt like Sybil. I had a lot of personalities that day. I was like, who am I? Where am I filming? Yeah.
I can imagine because you have to go from one to the other. And it doesn't matter. It could be bags all the way to anything, right?
Anything.
Children's clothes, anything.
I'll sell anything.
And you didn't script it, so you did it ad lib as you went
ad-libbed it.
along. And you got the feel for it and you went forward.
Right. I know who I'm filming the next day, but I have no idea what I'm going to say till I get there.
Interesting.
It's a show in itself.
It is. And I think that the journey of putting that show together is really what I find intriguing.
The editing side of it.
Yes, because I got to tell you, the competition right now, like Black Friday is this Friday. And a lot of people don't want to hang out in Black Friday. But I found out today that the young kids, they love the mall during Black Friday.
They love the excitement, the hype.
They love the craziness.
Us, we're very happy to go online and buy and go from there. But no, they're very happy at the malls. It's true.
They do, and they sort of want to have food, and they go to the food court, and it's like a battle.
For the experience, I guess, especially after Corona, they probably want to be out anywhere.
But what are you finding now as far as businesses, what they're looking for?
As far as merchandise?
How to get customers in?
You know, it really depends on the venue of what it is. Again, price is always important, having things that nobody else has, and marketing. I think when people get to know who they are, who the business is, again, every business has a story, that kind of adds a little like personal touch to it. That could get them in too.
What do you think about the consignment business? We were talking before the show that people have things now, they're moving, they're downsizing, their kids don't want it, they're cleaning out their closets. We even have an artist who brought us her clothes and her husband's clothes that she doesn't want anymore, that the consignment stores won't take. What about repurposing things like that as far as a business?
Excellent business. I have a friend who owns a business. Consignment business is great because it's a lot of paperwork, but you don't have to lay out any money for inventory. So it's great. And if you price it right, it'll do well.
You think consignment for clothing and
both
goods?
Yeah, I've seen it. I had an antique store pre-owned bags and handbags and everything. I closed in 2017 up here. Yeah, but I owned everything. When you have consignment, you have to have a special license to be consignment because you have so many goods that you don't like physically own that you have to be accountable for. It's a good business, I think.
We did a show with a consignment store. Do you remember?
How could I forget?
Oh my gosh, it was a great show, right?
No,
She
and
came
then
on
they waited till we did the show, and then everybody and their mother came into the store. It was crazy.
it was crazy busy, but it was a great store. It was a great show. And she would sell her handbags on air. It was like a QVC.
Oh, I love that.
And we did that on air. And she would sell all of her wares. And people would call, make an appointment, or go into the store and blow out handbags.
She was explaining the stuff in the store, but then she had sales going on. Okay, for the next 10 seconds, 10 minutes, this bag is on sale. People were like, and they would run in to buy it, which was, it's the funniest thing is they were running in to buy it because they didn't want to call. They just wanted the bag. It's like that bag you can't have.
The bags you can't have, the bag you couldn't find anywhere, shoes. I mean, I got my best shoes through her.
Amazing stuff.
Because you realize that, what I say, one man's trash is another man's treasure.
Absolutely.
And some things have tags on them. They're brand new.
Yes. My friend who has a consignment store, some of her things are brand new, and she also has men's. She's the only one that has men's. So I think that's a very good business, yeah.
I don't think there are a lot of men's consignment stores, but it seems that's what people are looking. They're upscale thrifting, whatever you want to call it. There's nothing wrong with the clothes. And if you can't find goods, it's like consigning furniture or crystal or whatever you need for the holidays. There's a lot of stores that are doing that.
You know, there's a lot of, like, the antique show, the Rose Show called Antique, and they find people, and they go to different places, and people bring their antiques, and they find out, you know, this is worth $100,000, and a lady faints. I mean, that's just the funniest stuff. I think that you have to change the angle to overcome buying online. That's going to be the biggest competitor, getting people in, having, like, this sideshow that goes... Like the, what was the name of the icy lady?
Jeremiah's?
She has this huge parking lot. So we drove in there and we couldn't get in the store. Everybody was outside the store. It was ridiculous. It was like everybody was eating outside the store in the summer. So I said, can I rent your parking lot? I didn't want the store. I wanted the parking lot because I wanted to bring in play machines and games and everything else. Yeah. And she says, you know, for next summer, she says, we're going to do it. So it's the lure is to have something a little bit different besides what they're selling. Their product was fantastic.
Yeah, be unique.
Yes. Yeah. So.
But there's nothing like a good pair of shoes at a good price.
For
women. There's nothing like going into that consignment store and finding those Pradas or the Stuart Weitzmans.
But you're not the only one looking for them.
No, you're not. But so when there's more there and you can get those $1,700, $2,000 pair of shoes for a couple $100. You feel like you've got gold.
Have you ladies ever gone to a store, pick up a shoe you want? This is $2,000 for $100, and somebody else has the other shoe?
No.
Has that ever happened to you?
I love, especially now with the pandemic as we're coming to an end, I still love the intimacy of a small boutique.
Me too.
Because the owner knows you, they know their merchandise, and if you know your merchandise on a small shop, someone can look at you, Freddie. Like when we went to Guy La Ferrera, he said, Freddie, this jacket's going to fit you. You would have never pulled that jacket off that rack, right? It fit you beautifully.
Yeah, that's because you go shopping. Everybody in town knows you. Hey, Dawn, I picked this thing up. It's the perfect you.
Because I have these small boutiques that know me, which is what I love, the small boutiques, versus the bigger stores. For someone 5 feet tall, it's hard to find clothes. So when someone's got it, like you'll say, oh, I've got the perfect bag, the perfect shoes for you. Like, and you know your market, you know you got a sale. So that's a niche. There's a niche to things like that.
Yeah, you got a niche already.
But there's a niche to having a great host like you to go in and help market a business.
Yeah, thank you. And to piggyback on what's a good business, because of Corona, high-end bags, Louis Vuitton, Gucci, the only one who has their factory up and running is Versace. They can't have production of these bags. So all those high-end bags are holding their prices, and they're not discounted at a lot of the stores. So you can't get them. So that might be something people want to get into now because you could really capitalize on that.
Do you have merchandise?
Yes, I do.
What kind of merchandise do you have?
I have some Louis Vuitton luggage, some big vintage garment bags, and I don't even know what else I have. Yeah.
So that's your business. The hosting is another business that you do.
Hosting is what I love. My dad was a handbag designer. I grew up in that business. My mom was a designer. I love hosting because I believe in what I do.
So you know that. So handbags are like near and dear to your heart.
Yeah.
So you know it. It's not like you want to go online and buy, oh, it looks like a.
Right.
You want to buy because
Right.
you know it.
Yeah.
The leather, the feel, the
Yeah.
stitching.
I could tell, authenticate, Prada's, Louis, yeah.
Do you still have your store up here?
No, I closed that 2017.
A lot of changes.
A lot of changes, yeah.
So what do you want to do next in your next stage of life?
Go back into hosting because I'm good at it. It's what I do. So I'm told I'm good at it.
Hosting TV, social media.
Well, delivery is everything, and then right now, what product companies are going to need is somebody that can deliver. Products, if they're good, they're going to sell themselves. Products, if they're not so good, they're probably not going to sell. But how do you find out the difference? You got to have delivery.
It's getting the word out, getting the restaurants, the businesses, the clothing stores, whatever it is out there, giving them some visibility.
Mm-hmm.
As people, right? Because there's a lot of strip malls. You want them to target the right one.
Right.
Those a little bit off the beaten path, the ones off the side streets that are great.
Mm-hmm.
You want people to be able to find them.
And also, you network your net worth. So when you do a show there, there may be people that that can use whatever product you're showing and highlighting. All of a sudden, you make we do this every day. When people come in and says, I was looking for this, and all of a sudden they're making phone calls and off to the races they go. So you never really know what's there until you sort of go through it.
Right.
But again, delivery. It's like real estate. Location. Delivery for me is the backbone of any business.
Mm-hmm.
And the higher the competition, you take Wayne Henry. Wayne has been with us 5 years, and he works for Dignity Memorial. And Wayne has a delivery like nobody else, and he's doing fantastic with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Not just his business, but he's involved in 20 others. That's the delivery of what's going on.
And the networking.
And the network.
Right, cash and carry. I mentioned I was having a sale in 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks from Friday, and it's all about cash and carry. You won't have to wait in line. You won't have to go to the post office. Here's your gift.
Black Friday.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it after.
Where's
Have
your
a Dawn
sale?
Friday. It's gonna be at my house.
Which is in the area, up here in Palm Beach County?
Yes, it's up here in Boca.
And no, don't give out your address. But I'm just thinking, what demographic,
This is
what
Steven
area?
Tyler.
No. Oh, if you're Steven Tyler, maybe.
He's right over there.
But so you're in Boca. What items are you selling?
I'm gonna have some small end pieces, small little furniture, some lalique, some baccarat, some jewelry, a lot of bronze statues I have, and maybe some furs.
Is it gonna be a bidding situation, or
No.
people are gonna come in to buy?
Yeah, people just come in to buy. Dealers are welcome. Just don't insult me. I get it. But yeah, some Louis Vuitton luggage I have, and some other pieces I'll pull out.
What
I don't
kind
even
of
know what it is.
bronze pieces do you have?
I have some Art Deco pieces. I have a ballerina holding my stuff is unique. It's not your
Tabletop
everyday.
or floor top?
No, they're for the floor. I have
So they're tall.
yeah, I have something called the Lost Wax. It's a bronze piece that's painted and baked. It's a big turtle in its own little aquarium, and it pivots and turns. Pieces like that.
Wow.
I try to have things that you don't see every day.
So do you collect antique pieces?
Yes, I do.
You go to estate sales, you purchase?
Auctions, you name it, yeah. I love pocket watches, and for some reason, decanters. I love crystal decanters. I have a ton of them, so those will probably be up for sale too.
You like decanters also? I got a couple of those up for sale too.
I love the pocket watches. Pocket watches. I grew up with pocket watches. And my father used to say, "Why are you walking around with that?" And
I think
my
they're so
grandpa
cool.
They are.
They just are.
And they have, again, every piece has a story.
Yes.
And every pocket watch that I ever had a story because somebody gave it.
Do you have a Waltham? That's the most common pocket watch.
I don't know. I haven't worn. I should wear it. I haven't worn that pocket watch in forever.
Does it have a chain on it?
Yeah.
Wow.
I love. That's so cool.
Yeah. My grandfather gave it to me. I don't know if it even works anymore.
It's probably a wind-up, so it probably does.
I don't know. I gotta look.
Before the battery.
But it's it is a one. It's interesting because old school is coming back.
Mm-hmm.
And again, if you deliver it correctly, it becomes vintage. It becomes antique, and it becomes noteworthy. I love it when the kids at the studio laugh, and then you see them buy it.
Mm-hmm.
And they go, I was just looking for this because it is old school meeting present day and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the nice aspect to it. I would like to do some twists where you have people call in and they bid on something. Same thing we did at that store. I thought that was a home run.
It was a great show.
It was, and she was fantastic. She didn't know, she broke her foot, so she couldn't get around. Remember, she was wearing the cast. So she says, "Okay, sell him that. Okay, give him that." And it was so funny. It was just hilarious the way she did, but it's good stuff.
Rich was great. So what about hosting do you want to get back into? Not just selling your product. You want to help promote businesses.
Yeah, anybody that needs help getting out there, exposure, needs their story told, yeah, I'm your girl.
So putting commercials together, putting vignettes
Sure.
together,
Sure.
filming, editing, all the package of what
All
it
of
is.
I do it all. When I had my show, I used to, I shouldn't say this, but I used to sneak over to Channel 7. I grew up in North Bay Village. Used to sneak over to Channel 7 at 3:30 in the morning, and a friend of mine worked there, and we used to do all the editing there. So, yeah, I'm very hands-on.
Back in the day,
Yeah.
which is good. It's always good to find someone else in the radio, TV biz looking to do what? To grow businesses.
It is, and the editing, of course, is the secret of the business. And the better you are at it, the better your message is going to be to do it. Now, are you currently looking for anything specific in selling, or anything goes?
No, anything.
So like yachts and boats and
Sure.
the items that are most expensive are the ones that are going to have a harder time. And then having material is going to be the second challenge, because a lot of stuff is still stuck on the boats.
Yes. Yeah.
So all of a sudden Walmart is cleaning up
Yep.
because they have.
They had private vessels picking up
Did you
merchandise.
notice how they're doing it by helicopter and all this? It's just craziness.
They figured out how to make it work,
But a gallon
which is
of
great
milk,
as it is.
Yeah, but a gallon of milk will cost you $9.
But you also want to support local, right? We want to support the small businesses that have made it through the pandemic, that are supporting their families. It's great for what you need at the big box stores, but it's also, we want to support local, support your community businesses.
True that. And that's where she comes in, because she can visit all the locals.
Now, I'm born and raised in Miami Beach. Can you get more local than that?
That is true. Miami Beach is a little bit different than Boca.
Another thing people are complaining about, that a lot of the prices went up. Of course they did because of Corona, but that means your prices should go up too. Maybe that makes people feel a little better. They're paying more, maybe they have to charge more for what they do.
Well, holding the line is what everybody wants to do, but it's the cost of doing the business now has gone up. Even the editors now, their pricing has gone up.
Everything's gone up, but businesses, their incomes haven't all gone up. But look who walks in the door. Perfect timing. About businesses making more money. But the value is still the value. So it's about getting all of that up and running as well.
Exactly.
Editing costs more, production, merchandise, goods. So you want to raise your price, and people going, but wait. So maybe there's something to be said about consignment or goods that have been used previously.
Mm-hmm.
If people want to hire you or to put a piece together, what's the best way to contact you?
Through you guys.
All right, so you're going to give us a call right here at the radio station, 888-565-1470. And as far as hosting, also to purchase anything through the antiques.
Sure. You
It's 2 weeks from Friday or
Yes.
next Friday?
2 weeks from, week from this Friday.
All right, so it's next Friday, which is December 3rd.
December, my mother's birthday. That's no accident either.
And you're selling everything from handbags to...
From handbags to small accent furniture, some lalique, some baccarat, some bronze statues, some jewelry, maybe some sterling silver, definitely some decanters, some Arthur Court, some J. Strongwater, and I definitely don't have Alzheimer's because I don't know how I just remembered that. That's about
picture
it.
frames, all of that. People are still wanting all of that.
Yeah.
So anyway, we're at this time in life where everyone's looking to downsize. Their kids are grown and they want to get rid of some things. But for that, there's always somebody else who wants to collect it.
That's right.
And the antique market is a huge market, especially as people are moving out of their homes. Contact you if
Contact
you'll
me through-
purchase antiques, perhaps?
Sure. Try to sell it for them. Sure.
All right, so again, you're going to contact us.
Maybe we should do something at the theater to do like a introduction or some kind of seminar. I know you've done seminars and everything for the women during and after and before the virus, and it was really successful.
What kind of seminar are you thinking?
I don't know, maybe something in her field. It's a different niche. It's I got to think about it, but I think it's different. I haven't seen anything like this come around in a long time.
It's been different. It's been a minute, as they say. Things are opening up. Business want to amplify their impact, get out and get heard. So not only through us here at WWNN, but also through another Dawn in the family. Dawn Krieger, she is back. She is looking to get back into the hosting realm. Jordana Foster is coming up. She has been with us, 3 years, Jordana? Talk about hosting and growing business. She just had her 3-year anniversary already. Time flies, doesn't it?
My condolences.
Time flies. So if you're interested in contacting Dawn or going to her estate sale, contact us through the cafe. You can call the radio station, 888-565-1470. Have a great Thanksgiving, everyone. Please be safe, be patient, be kind to each other. And stay tuned for Ready, Set, Go Beyond coming up in just a few minutes. Bye-bye.
This has been Tell Us Your Business, where a special guest comes on every week and tells us what they do. All shows can be seen on amp2.tv, and if you wish to be a guest, call 866-224-5422 and tell us about your business. That's 866-224-5422. This has been an amp2.tv production.
The opinions expressed on the